Everyone's San Joaquin Valley Transparency. This is part 3 to the Lake Isabella fiasco. We went to the city building, and the lady and the gentleman with the beard, they kind of acted a little crazy, demanded that we leave and stuff, and we didn't have to, so obviously they called the sheriff. He got there. When he got there, I was talking to a lady, and that interview is going to be on my other channel. I'll put the link to that interview. I'm also going to post the video in its entirety. It's over an hour long, and you guys will see exactly the way everything went down. I'll leave it uncut for you guys so you guys can see exactly how it goes down when we're out there. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll put the links in the description. Pay attention. Thank you guys.
To be out here filming an office and preventing people from actually going in there because they don't want to be filmed.
They're preventing you from getting to your car?
No.
Okay. You can talk to them if you want to.
Yeah,
She's been cool.
She's been cool.
We just got a call that you guys are harassing people.
No.
And no, I told them, I asked them not to film me.
Okay.
And I told them, I said, by standing in front of this office and going in that office and filming, they will prevent a lot of people from going in there. This is a subsistence office. A lot of these people aren't proud that they have to be on subsistence. They don't want to be filmed.
I would agree with that, but we can't make them leave for that purpose. They have a right to film from a public place. I agree with 100% with what you're saying.
Yeah, and I actually do too. I agree with that. But here's the thing: we actually don't get the people on there unless you're gonna put yourself on camera. And
How can
in
you say
reality,
that? I was standing at the counter and he had that camera looking right in there where I was standing.
I'm sure he would have
You guys
edited you out.
realize like family abuse victims come in and out, right?
We're
So
aware.
all we
We're
ask
aware.
is that you're respectful
And
of that
all
and
it
don't
would
harass
take
people.
for some of
Like I
these-
said, I told you.
We know our
Some of
boundaries,
these women and
Officer
stuff
Brandon.
that come in
I'm
here.
sorry
That's
that you
fine.
took off, but I'm glad you came
Well,
down.
I'm actually working on a child abuse investigation, and I was on my way to deal with.
That's okay.
That's what I was working
you
on, and
respected
then
us
I
enough to
came
come back. So my issue is this. We're in the public lobby. We're
Correct.
filming around.
Correct.
We went into one area that's open. It's a public lobby, open.
Okay.
All of this is open. It's publicly accessible.
Okay.
We got encountered by an individual with, finally, a woman comes out, says, you're harassing people. This is not a public forum. She's reading this nonsense off. And I said, look, this is open to the lobby. She just kept reading and reading and reading and reading and reading and reading. And then leave. Then she called up this individual with a beard. I don't know if you know him. And
No,
he came out. He wouldn't identify himself. He told us to leave. We told him what we're doing. It's perfectly legal. He says, no, it's not. We're going to call the sheriffs. And all we ask is that you just educate these people that what we're doing is, that's our whole intent, is to come out and show that you have a right to film in any public accessible area. I'm not going in there with the intention of filming private individuals.
But
or
Yeah,
say-
we never do. We never
You
do that.
guys
Private
standing here,
documentation.
that man and woman wouldn't get out of their car and go in there.
And we
They
understand
left.
that, but
We don't know.
without
understand
going
where
in
they're
there.
coming from. They're just concerned for their clientele and their victims.
Listen, their
But
fear.
If
some
we
of the
try to
people-
educate
you
them,
have
Let him educate the officer.
you know,
Watch
they
this.
have their own concerns.
This is wonderful.
I don't want to
understand
listen to
totally,
him. I
but
want you to
people's fears
understand
don't
that
trump
some
my
of the
right.
women that,
I
that
heard you,
come
and
in
I
here
that's
understand,
why
and
we're
I
allowing
agree,
you to
actually.
film.
are abusive
I agree.
victims,
I'm
and
not
all
telling
it would
you-
take is
well,
for their
what allows
ex-husband
me
or
to film
boyfriend
here
to
is
see
the
Kern
First
County,
Amendment.
and they
Right.
know
When
where
you
that
say
woman was.
You, it's the First Amendment.
That-
But you're
I personally-
respecting the First
okay.
Amendment.
Correct.
I personally
And so,
don't. I personally don't put their information
I,
on
when
shit.
I do this, I know my
I'm not a stupid ass, and I'm not mean to
anti-cop.
people. I'm here to educate the
You know,
public officials.
But you don't know.
I really don't give a
which
shit.
people
I really don't
come
give a
in
shit
and
what people's
out
feelings are.
that are under protective
we get
custody or
Individuals that are
relocated
tyrants
to
and
get away
bullies,
from somebody.
then you get what
Well,
you get.
I agree, but just understand they're passionate for what they do. They're passionate for
But know the
protecting their
law.
victims.
Know the law.
And we
know the law.
we try to convey that information.
And it kind of
but
sucks because
sometimes
we're passionate about what we do. We're
passionate
passionate
about
about the
what we
First
do.
Amendment.
Understand.
We're passionate about the making sure that the politicians don't give you guys, you know, a
Understand.
presumed authority over the
Right.
people and stuff like that. We're passionate about what we do as
Totally
well.
understand. All like I said, all we ask is you guys. You say you know your boundaries. You know what you're permitted to do. All we ask is that you be respectful of people, stay within those boundaries.
Okay, and can
you
I
do your
ask?
thing
Can
and we'll do
I
ours,
ask
and-
a favor, if you want to call it a favor? Would you be willing to go at least in the public lobby here and tell that woman who read that we're perfectly legal to do this?
I can't. I'll refer to my supervisor, who's not here right now, because I'm not a supervisor.
You have the power to do it, man.
You
It's your
have the power
discretion
to
as
do
well.
it, Brandon.
And it's
Officer
your
Brandon.
discretion as well, man.
It's your discretion because many cops we deal with do it.
Okay.
They
I
do
don't.
it.
I personally do not feel comfortable. That's something I'd rather refer to my supervisor.
Okay.
But I will assure you, I will pass it off to him.
I appreciate it.
And-
Let me ask you this, and that's an honest opinion. You know, why is it you don't feel comfortable? doing that?
Because it's another county agency, and anytime we have conflict between county agencies, that's generally something we pass to our supervisor.
This is another county agency separate from you?
Correct.
This is not Kern County agency?
Well, it's all Kern County, but different departments. The Sheriff's Department, CPS. I mean, we're all different departments within the county. So I don't have any authority over, I'm not his supervisor. I don't work in his department.
Right, but you have the will to say, hey, look, what they're doing is perfectly legal.
I can go in there, but it's something I would feel more comfortable having my supervisor do, since I don't know what his position is in that department.
And your supervisor position in that department, what is, I'm confused. Your supervisor comes out of this
My
building?
supervisor's from the Sheriff's Department.
Okay. But you're not sure what his opinion would be on what we've just discussed?
I'm not going to speak.
But that's why you're hesitant, because you don't know what his opinion would be.
No, from a policy standpoint, I am not comfortable approaching somebody from another department. That is something I would prefer to leave up to my supervisor.
He was just kind of asking you to let them know that what we're doing is not illegal, you know?
We will.
And
we will.
And I tell you what, man, you've been very cordial, dude. You've been
Yeah.
very respectful with us. I greatly appreciate it.
No problem.
We've been kicked
Yeah.
around. We've been handcuffed. We've been taken into
We're not
custody.
going to do any of that. Like I said, you guys are
And we always win.
you guys are
We have
absolutely
attorneys.
free
We
to
always
film.
win.
You guys know that in a public location.
And dude, Brandon, is that your last name or first name?
Last name.
Your name is your first name's not Brandon, is it?
No.
Brandon.
No.
But dude, thank you.
All right.
Thank you
Like
so
I said,
much,
Well,
man.
we're going to go back in, man. So I don't know if you want to stay 30 seconds.
We're just gonna go back in, kind of to prove a point.
Try to
We're
prove a
passionate
point.
about this thing. If
We're not sticking in their faces. We're just
Would
going,
you allow me to go in first and you guys stay out here for a few minutes?
That's what I asked you to do, man.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to go in there and tell him he's wrong.
What are you going to tell him?
can you at least tell them that we're allowed to do this? And we'll,
That's all
with
we're
courtesy
asking.
to you.
All I'm trying to do is prevent a
Right.
confrontation
So,
between you and
in
I.
courtesy to you, we'll just go back in there to prove a point, film real quick, and we'll leave.
So go in first then, and we'll wait.
Well, if you guys aren't going to go in and provoke a confrontation, then
Dude,
I have no need to go
as
in.
long
If you guys
as-
just
We
wanna
don't
go
do
in-
it. We
okay.
don't.
If you just want to
It's
go
in
in
their
and-
minds.
Okay, if you just want to go in peacefully and film a couple seconds and walk out, feel free.
But they're going to come at us again.
Well, then.
If
That's
you-
why I said if you wanted to go first, you offered to
Well,
do that.
and you know they might yell at you. They're not going to physically. They're not going to physically remove.
Right. They can't physically remove us.
No, I know. But she's
Right,
just gonna go off
Right.
again.
Just understand while you're filming, they're passionate.
Right.
They're not going to physically remove you. They're not going to. There's,
They're
just-
gonna call you again though. You're gonna get another call and not show
Well,
up.
no. My sergeant just pulled in, so
Is he your supervisor?
he is my
All
supervisor.
right. So would you be willing to stay here so you can explain it to him?
Yeah, I'll stay here while you guys talk to him.
Okay. Good.
What are the stripes for, man?
Detective, senior deputy.
Oh, that's cool.
What's that? Yeah, I'm gonna move my car.
Hey, Sergeant, coming over? He
Yeah.
said you would. He said you talked to us.
We're just, we already explained to him what we're doing. People in there got a little paranoid because we have cameras.
Yeah.
The lady comes at us aggressive, starts reading us this paper, policy, stuff like that. But we already know the rules and regulations, what we can and can't do. We're not trying to record anybody's person. We don't even, if there's people, private citizens, we delete them out off the video. All we do, we go in there, make sure we ask questions, give public information, where you can get services or whatnot. And sometimes people act crazy just because we have a camera. And that's
Okay.
basically
Try
what
to
happened
educate
today.
them that we have a legal right to film in public, and we got confronted bad in there, and all we asked was Officer Brandon just to go and tell him that we have a legal right to do it. We're going to go back in and lead, but he said he didn't feel comfortable. He thought maybe that you would do it, or he talked to you, because we're going to go back in there and we were going to lead, but
Inside the building here.
yeah,
All right.
in the public.
And we're not trying to be assholes, man, but we,
Yeah, we're
you
not
know,
trying to
like
be
he said,
jerks.
these people are passionate about helping the people, but at the same time, we're passionate about ensuring that the First Amendment doesn't go away, and that we
And
can.
all when you said, "What do you need?" Sergeant Frisbee, is it?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, Phil. Officer Brandon, Phil.
Yeah, that's fine.
All we're asking is that before we go in, that you just at least educate them that what we're doing is perfectly legal, and then we'll leave.
Have you talked to him yet, sir? Or?
I haven't gone in yet. Initially, what was under the impression they wanted me to go in and admonish them, which I told them that's not our department. I don't feel comfortable doing that. They work for a different department. That's all.
Because we don't want to go back in and get confronted again. We just want to educate them that what we're doing is perfectly legal. Hear it from a law enforcement officer, and we're done.
And you know what's the thing about this is this. This isn't the only place we've gone. We go to you've already watched First Amendment audits. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what we do.
We're not anti-cop. We're anti-bad cop.
Yeah, and so
And you find that in both fields. All fields, there's good and bad.
and these things are popping up like popcorn. So just like the gremlins, you drop water on them, more gremlins pop
And
up.
we're not sovereign
You know what I mean?
citizens. We're trying to
Yeah.
equate us to sovereign citizens.
You want to just let them know?
Yeah. All right, dude.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it, guys.
Frisbee, you're awesome,
Appreciate
brother.
it. All right.
Thank you, brother.
Remember,
care.
we're not sovereign citizens.
I didn't say we're.
I know.
Have a great
Well,
one,
law
man.
enforcement, they're putting out bulletins that we are.
Frisbee was cool, dude. Frisbee and Brandon, guys. Lake Isabella Sheriff's Department. This lady right here, Brandon, this lady has been very cordial. They need to put her in charge of everybody here.
This lady here in the red, this individual right there,
That guy.
that guy you
Take
can
care for
educate. Thanks.
Just like I said, be respectful.
Right.
Is that a public act?
It's open, it's a public lobby.
This is Mick Gleason, Supervisor, First District's office. Here.
Full forms. Anyways, you can go in there and get documentation about your services, so it's open. It's publicly accessible. Just like this area is publicly
So the cop,
accessible.
the deputies are in here. They're making sure that the people don't come at us all crazy again. Basically, we just came back in to prove our point. But in reality, I'm ready to leave. The cops are cool.
Well, like I said, I can't afford.
This is why we do it. I've heard some stuff about Lake Isabella. I've heard some horrible things about Lake Isabella. And that's why we're here. And hopefully these deputies can educate these public employees. And if these public employees are used to treating the public with disrespect, then the public can actually do something about it. So, yeah. Now we have a highway patrol here. Not sure if he's coming here or he's going over there. Maybe they have joint business. Or maybe they just have business of a joint. Yeah. Anyways, they get a pass, man. The sheriff's station, the sheriff's deputies get a pass. The sheriff's station is a different story. They're kind of acting stupid. So yeah, we went in there, and the deputies there, they educated the people. Those two right there are very cordial, man. Might hand it to those guys. They were cool. Those are the only two people and the lady at the front desk that were actually really cool and real proper. Deputy Brandon, fucking big ups to you, pal. You handled yourself very well from the moment you greeted us inside the building, and from the moment you talked to us when you pulled up. You've been very cordial, dude. Maybe if you see my video, you can comment and ask me and answer me why you said that if we were hindering the lady to leave. But other than that, you guys have been very dope.
Thanks, man.
All right. We spoke with them. We can't force them to do anything, but we did speak with them.
Did you speak with the gentleman in the gray beard?
We did.
And he acknowledged, or what
We
did
listened.
He listened. He didn't speak.
Not too much.
Okay.
So I really got to go deal with this child
Hey,
abuse
man.
investigation.
Appreciate your professionalism.
Yeah, good luck to you
Thank you,
guys.
brother.
All right.
We're out of here, guys. Here.
Okay.
We might stop at the post office.
Yeah,
They
we're
might
gonna
give you guys a
stop
call.
at the post office. You'll know it's
All right, man.
Hey, gentlemen, have a good day. I'll shake your hand one more time.
All
I'm
right.
Sergeant Frisbee. I'm just going to let you know both you guys are professional. You handle it well. We're going to the post office, so if you get a
Okay.
call, you'll know it's us.
I talked to the gentleman with the beard and kind of explained things.
But Brand,
I know he's
officer,
not happy.
No.
They're just asking. I guess some people don't want to be filmed, so they're just asking that I guess those people, if they don't want to be filmed, just kind of respect their privacy.
Right. No, dude, we get it, Officer or Sergeant Frisbee, but the deal is this. That wasn't the issue. The issue is we're in there with a camera, so they're backtracking.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
We explained it to him, and I told him there's nothing we can do.
Right.
So you guys have the right to be there and right to
Appreciate it.
follow, so.
Did you hit the shorter kind of heavyweight young lady?
Was she behind the window or something?
She might have been. She came out. She's wearing, I don't know.
Purple, think.
Purple.
There
Short
was-
haircut hair.
Yeah, there was one lady I
All
talked
right.
to. There was a couple people
You did your job,
I-
man. I appreciate it.
All right, you guys.
Stay
Thank
well.
you, man.
All right, you guys take care.
Yeah,
Have a
you.
good day.
Thank you so much. Bye.